Hey, gorgeous woman of God. It is me, Maritza, jumping on to talk with y'all tonight. Find out how everybody's been doing and if everyone is staying safe, of course, right? Y'all, I'm going to be putting on my nails as we discuss our day 94 of our self-love challenge. We call it a beautiful me. The beautiful me 365-day self-love challenge. And this self-love challenge is something that I personally took on to hold myself accountable of taking care of me and to discovering me and investing the same amount of time into myself that I am so good at investing in everyone else, So it was my way of saying, Maritza, enough is enough. It's time to stop defaulting and always making it about everyone else and not including yourself. And it's time to spend some time getting to know who you are really as a woman and what you like, what you don't like, what you want out of life in this next phase of your life. That does not necessarily include what everybody else feels about it, what you want to do for yourself, how you want to see yourself, all that good stuff. And that's where I'm at. And I have come to recognize that this journey is going to be quite interesting, of course, because I am interested and I am just as bright and bold as the nails that I am currently pressing on. And I don't apologize for that. There was a time when I did. There was a time when I felt really uncomfortable about the fact that I enjoyed, I felt really uncomfortable with the fact that I enjoyed different things, that I was loud and bright and just loved life, and loved it in a way that some people felt was, let's see, I gotta put some more on. I loved it in a way that some people may have felt was a little bit too much for them. And, when I was younger, for me, because I sought the approval of others, I would set that aside. I would look for people to validate the things that I had planned to do. And, I would look for approval from others to say, oh, yeah, it's okay for you to go ahead and do that. I do that too. And, I'm grateful that I have moved from that, but there was a time that I was that way. And I'm excited like that right now I'm not there, because there are some women out there that are still there. And it's not something that they should be ashamed of. I'm not here to shame anybody, but it is something that they need to work on, because, God made you your unique self. So you don't have to seek the approval of others. As long as you are doing things right in God's eyes, that's all that matters. As long as you are good within God's sight, that is all that matters. And that is between you and Him, point blank. Because we all fall short. We all fall short. I tell you. So, there's some people who run around, saying, oh, that's not good, that you shouldn't wear this or you shouldn't be doing that, and blah, 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 because it doesn't fit their description of I guess, happiness or living or whatever you want to call it. But I say to you, as long as everything is all set between you and God, it don't matter what people think, because there literally is always going to be someone who is saying something. And you best believe that there will always be someone saying something. You know, my thing is, now we are called to rebuke one another, right? Like when scripturally we're off course and we're doing stuff we shouldn't be doing, we are supposed to bring that to one another's attention. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about when we're being busybodies and, we're, putting our 2 cents in stuff that we shouldn't be. Two very different things. And, sometimes people get, they try and mush the two together. They shouldn't, but they do. So today is day 94, and I have started putting on my press-ons. They too cute, y'all. They too cute. And, I am in love with all the different designs they have in the form of press-ons. Because I ain't going to the nail salon anytime soon. And, to each their own for those of you that are out there who have returned. But, not I, said Maritza. Not I. Haven't worked in, the health field for such a long time. I can't. I need to see more, and I can't walk. I can't. But anyway, on with our next, what we're here to talk about truly, and that is self-love. That is what and where we're all at on day 94 of this self-love journey. I had fallen off a bit. I had a family member who needed surgery that I was responsible for taking care of. And because of that, it really pulled a lot of time and energy from me. And, no hard feelings, right? No, I'm not saying it like to say anything negative, not by any means, but just to say, to you guys that there will be times that, on your self-love journey of loving yourself, because it truly is an ongoing practice. And for those of us who have been have not practiced loving ourselves unconditionally and placing ourselves as a priority as we have placed others in the past, it can feel really like, wow, am I messing up? Because I haven't been able to give my all to myself the way that I had wanted to be doing at this point along the journey. And just know that things will happen. Things will happen because that's part of life, right? So yeah, you are going to have time periods where you may fall off a bit, and it may be that you have to say, okay, I really fell off here. I have not been caring for myself. I have not been thinking about myself the way I should be. And I have not accomplished some of the things that I wanted to have accomplished by this point in my journey. To that I say, you know what? You wipe yourself off, you get up, and you get back in the game. Because it is vital that you learn how to value yourself and take care of yourself and love yourself at the same level, if not more, because it definitely should be more. But if we could just get to the same level as we love those that are our significant others, our children, our parents, our grandparents, or whomever, our BFFs and all that, if we could just get there, and if we could just commit and have the passion that we have when we are trying to appeal to our bosses and to those we love, if we could just put that type of energy and sacrifice into ourselves, like, we would be so much better off in terms of our health from a physical and mental and emotional standpoint. And just thinking about the type of decisions that we would have made that were different from some of them that we've made in the past, if we had valued ourselves at the same level that we have valued somebody that we have been in a relationship with. And y'all know what I mean. There's so many of us women who have placed men on a level that we ourselves have not placed ourselves. Like, we have committed and sacrificed and done things for them that we would not have done for ourselves. You know, for ourselves, we would have been like, oh, well, you know, that's a little bit too much. I'm not going to do that because, you know, my family needs this, or, you know, I don't want to hurt that person's feelings, or whatever it may be. But when it came to that man that we was all head over heels in love for, we made the ultimate sacrifice, said what we needed to say to whoever we needed to say it to, and did what we needed to do. Whatever didn't get paid, because we needed to do what we needed to do for our boo. And then it came down to us. And it was just hearing like tumbleweed blow away. Oh, I can do that next time. Oh, I'll get to that next year. Oh, you know, it just wasn't meant to be. Come on, y'all. We got to do better for ourselves. We got to do better for ourselves because, one, you know, our children are watching, you know, and they're looking for an example of what a woman should be, whether it be our sons in what type of woman they should be choosing, or our daughters in what type of woman I should be. What should I be doing for myself? How should I be treating myself? How should I be allowing others to treat me? It's that same concept. Like, the hardest thing is for us to get it in motion sometimes for ourselves. And that is an issue of self-love. And that is why we are along the journey. So sadly, sometimes we have to step into this journey, not for ourselves initially, but for others. Like, for instance, our children, so that we can be the better example for them, until we're strong enough and we love ourselves enough that we're actually then doing it for ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some women out there that have mastered this, but there are a greater portion of us out there that have not. And it is an ongoing process for us, because all we have ever known from very young is sacrificing to make sure that other people are okay. Sacrificing to make sure other people are happy with us. Sacrificing to make sure other people are showing us the level of affection that we feel we need. And this is how we'll get it, by giving of ourselves. You know, so I encourage y'all tonight to do something nice for yourself before you go to bed. Mine has been that I am putting these daggone nails on come hell over high water, because if I can do 50 million things for everybody else in the course of a day, and if I could push through for everybody else to make sure what they needed from me was done before I laid my head on the pillow, I could do the same thing for myself. So I encourage you guys to make sure you do something beautiful for yourself on this 94th day of our 365, well, this year to be 366th day of self-love. I encourage you guys to hang in there. If you have fallen off, that is okay. Jump back on and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Jump back in the game, because you deserve it. Love you guys, and talk to you soon. Bye.